Hi, I'm Bette from Bette's Makes, and today's tip is going to be all about making a quick stencil. We're going to make the one that you see on this slide right now. So let's move over into a Cricut design space. And this is an example of what we're going to be making. I'm going to show you how to do it on your own. Let's start here with some shapes. I'm just going to grab a circle, and that's going to be for the center. So I'm going to make it approximately the same size. That looks good. That'll be the center from which we're going to work. Now we're just going to create one of these petals, and then we are going to make it go all around. Now I'm using a shape here, and what you can do is you can use any one of these shapes that you want, the oval, but I'm going to use this teardrop. I find this is going to be the easiest thing to do. Now you'll notice that this is the one we're going to copy here, so I'm just going to move it close by. I'm going to unlock this and get it approximately the same size. Close, it's a little bit bigger, but that's okay. And then I can just place this over top like this. And what we want to do is, when you're creating a stencil, you want things to be cut out, but you need to leave spaces in between so that you're not getting everything falling through. So all we need to do with this particular one is we need to duplicate it, and I'll just hit duplicate here. And we want to rotate it 30 degrees because we're making 12 petals, so 12 into 360 equals 30. And then I am just going to place this around here, and then I'm going to go ahead and hold down the Alt key this time and pull the oh, it didn't want to do what I wanted. Okay, let's go away. Let me get rid of that one. I'm going to hold down the Alt key, and it's supposed to just make a duplicate, but it doesn't seem to want to work for me today. Okay, let's just delete that one. All right, I guess I'll go the old way. Let's go here, duplicate this. We want this one at 60 degrees. We're going to duplicate again, and this one will add 30 to it, makes it 90 degrees. And as you can see, we're just adding different components in here. Let me just slide these into place, and we can move things around so that they are going to fit. And you are going to do this all the way around until you have duplicated the shape that you want. Now I can take this out of the way. So what I want to do is I'm going to grab this. I am going to duplicate it, and then I am going to flip it. Where's my flip here? I'm going to flip it horizontal, and then I'm just going to grab that up. Grab these and push them into place. 5. Okay, looks like I got one extra one here. I don't need that. Now I can do the same thing with this. Just grab this, duplicate it, and I think I'll move this one. Oh, it doesn't want to move. Okay, I'm going to hold down my Shift key. Grab the ones I want. And then the last one here. Hold my Shift key down. See if I can grab it from here. There we go. Now I want to then take this and I want to flip it. And I'm going to flip it vertical this time so it's upside down. Nice. Now I'm going to drag this into place. And you see we've got a couple of extra here. So I can get rid of these ones. This is a very quick stencil. I can grab these and pretty well move them into place. And then you can do some adjustments as you need. this one in here. So now is the time you want to get these approximately where you want them in the design. And I'm just eyeballing these at the moment, and I'll just drag them in. I'm going to do the ones in the center first, and then we can put these other ones into place. Just remember, you have to leave a space. If you don't, and there we go, we're starting to get it into place. And what you will do is continue through until you have something that looks like this. Now, the last thing you're going to do here is make a square around it, because you don't want to have it just cut out on a piece of paper and it's floating around. So we're just going to go for a regular square here. There we go. And I am going to arrange and send that to the back. I'm going to change the color so it's just easier for us to see. I'll make it a pale yellow. And what I'm going to do is just take the one that I've already put in place. I don't want to waste your time while I adjust things. Okay, just kind of center it. Now you want to take all of this together, and of course you want to attach it. And what will happen is you will then end up with a stencil with all these pieces cut out. What you want to do is then, of course, arrange all of these so that they look similar to this one. Now, once it's all cut out, you're going to end up with your square around it and your different leaves in there. So now you're going to be able to take this stencil and you could put paint across it so that you get different effects with it. You can use pastes, you can use coloring pencils, all kinds of things to make this a really unique project, or you can simply take a pen and trace it through. It depends on what you want to do with it. I can show you an example of, maybe I'll use a little distress ink here just to give you an idea of how that stencil will work. So I have just a little red distress ink. And then you can, of course, add all kinds of things. And because we've cut this out, this one I cut out of vellum, because I like the vellum because it doesn't like water per se. So it's just easy to clean up afterwards. So there's our little stencil. And of course I have the design in here, and I can wash this part off and use it again and again. So that's just a quick little lesson on how to put a stencil together.